Right, I'm checking in to check it out. So this is a video what I should have made a while ago. I was gonna make this video a while back, but didn't really have the motivation or coming back to talk about it. But funny enough, I talked about this in my old channel. Obviously, it's not here no more. But this is when I noticed it from. So when did I make that video initially? I think it was around 2014, 15. Yeah, so I made a video what I noticed back then. So I've seen it come in. Now, what I'm talking about, let's get to the point. Well, you can see by the title of the video anyway, but why is it rigged? But never mind the old video. So why is HGV driving, in this country at least, is rigged? Why is it rigged against the people who are born in this country? It's rigged against us. Why? Now, I need to preface this with how can I say it? Well, this is nothing to, well, what I'm saying is not, what I'm saying is not racist or not anything like that. So, what I was going to say, I was going to preface this by saying that it's nothing to do with me, like, it won't come across me being racist or anything like that, because I know many Eastern European people, Polish people. Well, I got a good friend who's Polish. I used to wear the doors with him years ago. Good guy, Sylvester. But that aside, like, I've got nothing against them at all, or other any other Eastern European country, countrymen, whether they're from Romania or whatever. I got nothing against them. You know what I mean? But it's what. Let me just tell you why it's rigged. Okay. Even it's rigged against anybody really who isn't born in, who isn't either British white or or me is black or whatever color. It's basically rigged against us. Okay. It's because a number of years back, a lot of Eastern Europeans came over here to do truck driving. And we're talking about all classes, mainly the class 1. So HGV class 1, HGV class 2, okay? HGV class 1 is a truck, what you see with a trailer at the back, okay? HGV class 2 is just like, obviously it's a smaller truck, but there's no trailer on there, okay? So what I noticed a number of years ago, that a lot of them came over here for work, and it wasn't no secret. People knew that. People, it was, it was a talking point. A lot of them came over here for work, cool, whatever. But what happened was, what started to happen is that not only did they come over here to work, to do driving, because there was a big kerfuffle about them taking the driving jobs off the British drivers who work, who were here. I went through periods of time, even way back then, when I couldn't get no work. Because a lot of them took up the jobs, which was true. And what was I gonna say? I kind of skipped ahead of what I was gonna fucking say. But anyway, yeah. So a lot of them come over here for work, okay. And I noticed it. So at the time, it was just a matter of like, okay, yeah, they come over here. A lot of them have taken the driving jobs. That was what the topic was. Okay, cool. But as the years gone by, as the years floated by, I'm damn, like, fucking hell, that's like nearly fucking 10 years ago now. That time flew by. But what they also did, right? They infiltrated the recruitment companies. They've infiltrated the companies themselves. And yeah. So what do I mean by they've infiltrated? Okay. So going back 10 years ago, when I used to sign up for work, sign up for agencies, looking for work, pretty much 95% of them were just normal, people from here, people from England. Yeah. You didn't really have to, you didn't really hear no foreign accents on the phone when you're speaking to make an application over the phone, or you're going in signing documents or anything like that. You didn't hear that. You didn't see it. There wasn't no Polish or Romanians or whatever in the recruitment offices. There wasn't that wasn't a thing back then. But what they've been doing now, especially what I've noticed over the last, especially over the last 5 years now, pretty much, I'll probably say about a good 70% of these recruitment companies, a lot of them have either some Eastern European staff in there, or some of them are just completely run by Eastern Europeans in there. There's many times when I've went into these recruitment companies to sign documents and stuff like that, and they're all foreign. Yeah. And I'm not talking about foreign as if they were born in this country and they got a foreign name. I'm talking about they're foreign, so they've got an accent. So they haven't been born here. Okay. So they've came in and they slowly work their way into the recruitment the recruitment companies, not only just for HGV work, driving work, but for warehouse work as well. It's got the warehouse side of it, and you got the logistics side of it, the driving. Okay, so they've done that. So what does that mean? Yeah, so they've done that. So what? They've also infiltrated, because when you work in logistics, yeah, when you work for when you're driving the trucks and whatnot, there'll be all companies have a transport office. Okay, that's where as me as a driver, I'll go and get the keys, paperwork, and you get set on your route or whatever. So you go report to the transport office, start the shift, end of the shift. Okay. So they infiltrated their way into the transport offices as well. Again, how do I know this? Because I've been to many hundreds of different companies. When I go to the transport office, again, half of the staff are foreign speaking. I've been into some warehouses before when I've been delivering, goods, and the whole office is speaking whatever language they're speaking. Like there's no English. No one's actually speaking English. I'm not obviously they understand English, but the whole fucking either the warehouse office or the transport office or the logistics office, whatever, right? There's been times where a lot of them there's been no English speaking people in there, so it's all foreign. I don't know where they're from exactly. My guess is Poland. That's like the highest rate of Eastern European workers over here. So yeah, so like again, I've been in these transport offices where where half of the staff are Eastern European of Eastern European descent. Again, not because they've got a Eastern European name. No, I know you can have an Eastern European name and be born here. I'm talking about they've got an accent. So what I'm trying to say, they've come over here. You know what I'm saying, right? So that's what's going on. So they've infiltrated their way into to work behind the desk. So it's multifaceted here. It's multifaceted. So they've infiltrated their way into the recruitment side of things. Okay, so where they recruit for drivers and warehouse staff. They've infiltrated their way into the transport office or whatever or the warehouse office. Okay, so they're in there. So what does that mean? That means that they're gonna have preference for their own people, to give out, to give work to. Okay, that's what it means. And that's why it's rigged. Okay? More it's rigged more now than ever before. And it's only gonna get worse as time goes by. Like I've been before. I remember going to a certain company before. There was no, it was just British people behind the counter, behind the desk. All of a sudden, go back 6 months later, there's two European people behind the counter. You know, and you know you're there waiting, either to start your shift or end the shift or whatever you got to do in there, and they'll be having conversations in their own native tongue with the drivers. So look, you know, so look at it. So from the very from where it starts, because it all starts from the recruitment side of it. So if you're getting Eastern Europeans in the recruitment side, they're the ones who they're gonna decide who they're gonna give the job to, or who not to give the job to, right? So there we go. So from there, that's what's gonna decide what's then gonna be the staff, who's gonna be the drivers, or who's gonna be in the warehouse, because it starts from the recruitment place. Okay. That's where it starts from. They recruit the people to work to work as a drivers or whatever. Okay. So again, so what's been going on? They've been taking preference to their own people, and for someone like me, I'm at the bottom of the list. I'm at the bottom of the list. Think about it. But even the British people who were born here, right? The British white people, right? Even some of them find it hard to get work. But yet, you know, they might be getting like 2 days a week work, whatever. All right, but their comrade, who's from, you know, he's from Eastern European, who's, I don't know, whatever name they have, like Igor or Marius or whatever name, you know what I'm talking about. They'll be doing 5 days a week. They're never at work, right? So I'm not even talking just from me, yeah, because I got a lot of things going against me. And that's just the honest truth. It's not me. It's not about me being a victim or playing the victim. I'm just being totally honest. All right. As a black man in a white country, the chances of getting employed for work or certain part, whatever, are going to be lower than if I was a British white person. That's just a fact. But like I was saying, even the British white folk are having trouble getting work, because they're not a preference no more. The preference is their own people, whether it's from Poland, Romania, fucking where else? But they're like the two main ones, so we just leave it at them two, right? So so they're gonna preference their own people, and that's what's been going on. So, and this is not me making, this is not no conspiracy theory. Listen, I'm very aware of what's going on. I watch and see everything. I'm very aware of what's going on, right? I seen this shit coming. I seen it coming. I seen it trickle in. I seen it trickle in. Slowly trickles in. You know what happens when when you got a leak somewhere. You got a leak. You might have a leak in the house, in the roof. It starts off at a little trickle, down it? It trickles in. Eventually, it rises up the top and it floods. So I seen it trickle in. Now we flooded. Now we're flooded now. Get me? There's a little analogy for you. So yeah. So it's pretty much rigged. It's rigged against, I'll say British people as a whole. Never mind me. Again, never mind me as a black British guy. Forget me. Listen, again, I can name. There's been so many times, bro. Like, I've even recently actually, I got a guy that I know put me in contact with a recruitment agency for some driving work. Okay, they didn't know who I was. They just, all they had is a name and a number. Walk into the office now. One British guy and three again Eastern European. Again, I don't know what they are. I'm guessing by the names, like Justina or whatever. Like, I guess Polish. So when you walk in, bro, I'm not stupid, bro. Like, I know people. When I walked in, bro, they looked for, "Oh, you live?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." Like this. That is like it's like to give you like a little look. They say, "Oh, like, 'cause my actual full name, like you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that I'm black. 'Cause I haven't got like any traditional like black name for that. So yeah, and like this is this is the look. It's like a look of surprise. Like, oh, all right, and then I have to fit in the paperwork and whatnot. Blah blah blah. Did he hear back from him? No. It's the same thing, bro. Like, even with online applications, obviously you have to send over your documents, stuff like that, like your picture of your passport, your driver license and that. So on the phone, you talk to them like to go through what the job is, blah blah blah. It pays this much, blah 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 blah. If you send this and yeah, okay, cool. File down, send over documents via WhatsApp or whatever you're doing. Fill in their stupid application. What took about a fucking hour to complete. Wasting my time. Send over the documents and that, so they can see what you look like already. Like, they don't, they can see already. Like, okay. Do I hear a word back from them? No. But what do I see? Do I still see these same agencies advertising for the same job online? Is that what I see? Yes, that's what I see. Okay. So I'm not gonna try and say that they're this and that, but what I'm trying to tell you is that but yeah, what I'm trying to tell you is that it's rigged, and that's just the fact of the matter, and that's just what it is. So would I recommend getting into the HGV work? No. But I would say if you could get into HGV driving work, try and get into somewhere where it's gonna be at least one, the people that you're dealing with, make sure they're British, right? Make sure they're British, okay? Because that'll give you a higher chance of getting work. 2, try and get like a little family-run business, again, because they're mainly being British again. Don't get me wrong, the Romanians and Polish, they've got their own little companies and that now, but but they're not. But again, they only employ their own people, really. So, if you're gonna get into HGV work, trying, when you're applying and stuff like that, again, your best bet is to, hopefully the people that you're speaking to are British, English or whatever you want to call it, and you might have a chance. Funnily enough, when I was just saying about Polish people having their own companies, I actually used to work for a small Polish company, Polish-owned company. All right. Again, when I applied online, again, they didn't know what I looked like. Okay, but they were desperate for drivers at the time. They were desperate for drivers. Right. I only worked for them for a couple of months, maybe 3 months. And what I'm talking about now is literally pay. This is like, what I've been saying is not a conspiracy, because this little Polish-owned company, who was owned by his dad. His dad was Polish. He was half Polish. He was born here, half Polish. I think his mom's British. And all the other employees in that company were all Polish. So the other guy in the transport, he was Polish. All the other drivers were Polish. I think they owned about 5 trucks. So there's 4. So 4 of the trucks were Polish guys were there. And the one that was spare was obviously, I took that place. And so again, when I applied for that that role, again, the filled application form, they rang me up, come down for an interview, blah blah blah. Okay, it went down. Again, looking at my name, you wouldn't think I'm black anyway. But anyway, saw it in there, got the job again, because I didn't know anything about this company. But they were so desperate for the drivers, mate. They just took me on. Ideally, I know they wouldn't have wanted to. Why? Because they treat me like a fucking piece of shit, mate. They treat me like shit in that job. The stress they caused me, mate, was unbelievable, right? They didn't give a fuck about me, mate, at all. They treat me like I was like shit off the back of their shoe, right? It was just a nightmare working for them, bro. It was just a nightmare. Like the amount of times they will send me places that, I'd always have to start at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. And, the first pickup point, let's say it was 2 hours away. The amount of times I went to certain places, bro, I had to start at 6. Got there, and it didn't open for another 2 or 3 hours, bro. I'm like, these people know. Like, it's not hard to find out the company what I'm collecting from. Their opening hours, it's not hard. That's just fucking basic knowledge. So the amount of times I've already grafted fucking 12, 13 hours the day before, get home, I barely got time to eat anything, get to bed, get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, get to work, get to the destination point, pick up point, and I'm just there sitting for 2-3 hours because I don't fucking open. Bro, the amount of times that happened, bro, is countless times, bro. Like, are you taking the fucking piss? So you made me get up at 6. Cause I'm on a day rate, not an hourly rate. So you made me get up at 6 o'clock for nothing. I could have got up at fucking 8 o'clock, and I still would have time. You know what I mean? You want me to get up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, or the fucking time, or 5 o'clock in the morning, but you're not sitting in fucking bed. Fucking cunts. But anyway, yeah, man, they stressed me out to the fucking max, man. To the point where, again, I had to leave there, bro. Like, I didn't want to leave because the money was decent. I'm not gonna lie, the money was decent. But the treatment like shit. They gave me the shittiest truck out of all the trucks I had there. Right? And even though I was only there for 3 months, bro, all the other drivers were Polish, yeah, and some of them didn't like the work they were doing. And like some of them, like there's about 3 people who came and gone in between the time I was there. And each new person who came, bro, again it was a Polish person. They gave them the best truck there. When at the time I didn't really complain about anything. I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get on with this work. I'm just gonna get on with it. You know, I don't like it, but to keep my head down, do the work, whatever. Yeah. So you got people who would come for like 2-3 weeks work, bro, and then fuck off because they didn't like it. They didn't like it because I'm not saying it was only me getting bullshit. Yeah, they were getting, some of the other drivers were getting bullshit as well. But the one person who didn't complain or anything like that, didn't complain, barely complain or anything like that, right? They gave me the shittiest fucking truck, bro. The shittiest truck. But every time I had someone come in and out, bro, they gave him the newest, better trucks, bro. Why can't you give it to me? So they purposely gave me the shittiest fucking truck, made me stay in that shitty truck. The amount of times, bro, like, they'll send me places where they would know I'd run out of time. Because in the driving world, you have to abide by the working regulations, the working time regulations, and the driving time regulations. Yeah, you can only do 15 hours a day, 3 times a week. Can only do, so 15 hours is the maximum amount of maximum hours you can do it in a day. You only do it 3 times a week, and then the other 2 days you got to reduce the hours, and then the maximum driving time is 10 hours a day. You can only do that twice a week. So there's many times that, like, they would know I'm pushed for time, like work time. Yeah. So they'll try and send me certain places, bro, and then they'll say, "Oh, can you do me a favor? Can you do a night out?" What do you mean do a night out, bro? The amount of time, because some of these trucks, right? If you're stopping out in the truck on a night, if you stop out as a truck driver on a night, trucks have a night heater in there, a nice heater, okay, a little button you flick on, and it runs off the diesel, okay. Obviously, it keeps the truck warm. Yeah, obviously it creates a heater, right? But if I was doing nights out, I would have my night out equipment prepared. I would bring my bedding, the pillows, and whatnot. I was not a night out driver. I was a day driver. That's it, right? They knew this, right? They already had their drivers who do nights out. That wasn't me, right? So the amount of time they try and put me in the predicament to say, can you do this favor and stop out tonight, and I'll pay you extra £25 to stop out so you can pick up this load in the morning. I'm like, nah, I can't do it, mate. Can't do it. No, because I told you about this stupid night heater anyway. Because in the cold, even in the cold, like, you put a night heater on when you get in the truck because it's cold. You put a night heater on that warms up the truck within about 10 minutes. And the night heater in my truck never worked at all. And I told them that straight away the first time I started working with them, look, the night heater needs fixing. They never got it fixed. And they expect me, bro, in the winter time to be stopping out in the truck, yeah, with no night heater, no night out kit, no duvet, no pillow, nothing. Yeah? Just a shitty little mattress on the truck, because the trucks have a mattress on there, yeah? They have a mattress on the back. A lot of trucks have mattresses on the back, like a little small single mattress at the back, right? That's all they had on there. So I would have freezed my ass off at night to please them. You mad? I didn't do that. But what I'm trying to say is they used to put me in these predicaments all the time. Yeah, and like other times as well, like in day, like they'll fuck me about a lot of times, bro. Again, that really stressed me out, bro. I had to leave the job. I had to leave it. I don't ever recall. I haven't really left many jobs, bro. Like where I felt like I had to really leave. Like I felt like I was forced out of there. You know what I mean? So that was a bad time. That was a bad time. But wrapping up this video though, it's getting a bit long. The guy who was running that business, his dad was, his dad run it as well, but the guy who was running it was a bit younger. He was taking, he was the one that was kind of like taking care of most of the stuff. He was the one who was getting the customers, getting the clients, sorting out collections and that. And I asked one of the, I didn't ask him directly. I asked one of the other guys. So how does I was like, how did so and so how did he get all these clients and stuff like that? Like, he seems a bit young, isn't he? So I think he was about 20. I don't know, maybe about 26, something like that. It's kind of young. I was like, how did he get all these clients and all this work all the time? And he's like, because what he used to do, he used to work in like this company, like, I don't know, can't remember what the company was. Just say, for example, DHL. Yeah, he used to work in DHL, and he used to see how they, in the transport office, and he used to see how they operated, and like, you know, what customers they had and how to do certain things, stuff like that. So basically, see, this is going back to what I was saying originally, bro. How they infiltrate. This guy basically worked at this company, DHL, for example. I can't remember what company it was. So he worked at DHL in the transport office. He found out the day-to-day runnings of things, how they got customers, what customers they had, blah, 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 and what they were charging the customers, blah, 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 blah. So he got all the info, bro. After about a couple of years or a few years working there, left there, set up business with his dad. He poached a lot of he poached customers, clients from his old place, and charged them obviously less money. And then, yeah, so that's it. And then before you know it, he's got all these clients and customers now. So this is not a theory. This is not a theory, bro. This is facts. What I'm talking about, bro. Because the dude told me himself what he did. What he done. One of the other employees told me what he done and why he's in this position. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show, bro. Like, what I can say, bro, is that they're clever. They're clever. They are clever, bro. They're clever. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. They're clever. I'll fucking give them that, bro. You know what I mean? But so yeah. So again, they infiltrated from many different ways, bro. So, you know, and that's why these days, you know, that's why I haven't really been working that much, because I don't fit the criteria, bro. I don't fit the criteria. Me being me, like how you see me now, I don't fit the criteria. Again, this is not about me. This is not about pity. And I don't want no one pity. I don't want, you know, none of that. I'm just being totally honest. That's just how it is. Do I like it? No. What can I do about it? Probably nothing. But, you know, people say, oh, well, why didn't you go work somewhere else? Well, why didn't you go do it? Like what? I'm not doing no fucking warehouse work where I have to stand on my ass for fucking 8 hours a day. Okay? I can't do that now. Tell you what, I can't do stuff like that now. Because I got fucking lower back issues. What's that from? Stress. Okay? Well, again, last year was probably the worst year of my life, right? And the stress all started from that fucking job. That's why I had to leave. I had to leave that job, bro, because I got sick. I left there because I was getting sick, bro. Like, I was sick. Right? And my body was just fucking up. I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on here? And like, obviously I quit that job. And like, after about 2-3 days, bro, like, I felt normal again. Like, oh. No, I'm no bug or anything like that. I was getting stress-induced illnesses, right? But again, like I said, when I left that job, bro, I felt fucking fantastic. I felt fine. Don't get me wrong, I had no work for about a month, but I felt fucking fine. Okay? And then other stuff happened in that year again. What then, you know, my stress went through the roof again. What I'm saying is that was the cause of my illnesses now. Again, I get real bad low back cramps when I get stressed, okay? At the time, when I was working there, bro, when I was working there, I got to a point where I could barely walk because my back would just cramp up the fuck. Because I was constantly stressed and shit. My knees were fucked up. You know, I get pain in my knees. I just get headaches all the time. Again, this is all stress-induced illnesses, bro, which I've still got today. So like that brought it on. And then, like I said, other stuff happened throughout the year where it flared up. My stress flared up again. Got the same fucked up, stress-induced illnesses. So there's certain things I can't do no more, bro. I can't stand up for long periods of time, bro. Cause my back fucks up, bro. Like my back just seizes up now if I stand for too long. You know what I'm saying? I never had that problem before in my life. My knees are fucked up now. You know what I mean? So so yeah, it's not about. Again, I'm not. This is not about pity or I'm not looking for no one's pity or nothing like that. I'm just highlighting what the fuck is going on in this country now, and that's just what it is, bro. The reason why I stay, the reason why I'm still trying to trying to get by in this industry because it pays well. This is all I know. This is all I know now. You know what I mean? So I don't know I don't know what the future holds at the minute. It's not looking very good, to be quite honest. It's just again, like again, there's many examples what back up my claims, bro. Like, I remember I was working at one company called Hermes. Hermes called Every. They call Every now Hermes. And I'll say about at least 80% of the drivers were foreign. How do I know this? Because they used to put up a list, right, of all the drivers names. Because it'll give you a score. Like if you really drive the trucks, yeah. Obviously the trucks record how you drive. Maybe you're harsh braking or maybe you're accelerating too fast. All that stuff. You get a little score to change it around each week. So obviously you got the list up there. Got a list of all the drivers' names. I'm looking for the names, bro. I'm looking at the names. I'm There's 1, 2. I'm trying to find the English name. Is there someone with an English name on here? Literally, I swear to God, about 70% of the drivers on there were all foreign, bro. What does that tell you? So, if you're foreign, you can walk into a HGV Class 1 job now easy. If you're not, probably not. Might be a bit harder for you. So yeah, I've rambled on now, fucking nearly 40 minutes, but hopefully people watch it through. I gave my examples. I could give a lot more, but again, I'll be here all fucking day and night. So yeah, the HGV, the trucking industry, whatever you want to call it, the logistics, the trucking industry in this country is rigged, and it's rigged against the people who are born here. Okay, end of, and I'm out.